So our main work will start in this pages and in test cases. Okay, so these two modules, you will work anywhere if you go. So you will work and you have to understand these utility methods. Wherever you go, these utility methods will be there in the framework by default. So they will create if you are not creating the framework. If you are creating, you have to decide. So what are the WebDriver methods you need to develop on top of existing WebDriver methods? So that
This
we have
this
priority.
utility classes is the fixed, right? Every time, just the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
I don't need to like add any another utility files, correct?
No, no, you don't need to do that. Maybe you have to, but you need to understand, okay, which method is there. So what is the purpose of that method? You don't need to deep looking into the code, okay?
Okay.
So what that method is doing. So while doing a testing, you have to use that method in your pages and test cases. So if you know only, you can call, right? Otherwise, you cannot call.
Oh, I see. Same thing for listeners package as well?
No, that you don't need. That is just one time just to generate the reports. Only this part.
Okay.
This part you need to at least have idea high level what is each method is doing. Method definition will be there, right? On the top we'll write this method will do perform the click action. This method will do type action. This method will do verification. Like that we have written, right? That. So that you should know. Yeah, very high, at least the definition of the method. So that you can call that method in the pages.
So listeners package files are fixed, or should I?
Fixed. That is fixed.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay.
But the thing is, the overview is that is the one that is for only generating the reports.
Okay.
Somebody they want to change, they can change. They will write extra code other than what we have written.
Okay, perfect.
They might write. Okay. So it depends on the requirement. Interface methods you can design in your own way, right? So other people, they can design their own way.
Yes, yeah. Everybody has a different.
Yeah.
The bottom line is I have to know all of the method. Which method should I call in this utility package?
Exactly.
Okay.
Your main work starts at the pages and test cases.
Okay.
Sometimes reusable methods, if you want, you can include them here, already existing classes. So you found some reusable method that should be used by entire project, all other people also. Then you can include that reusable method in the utility classes.
Okay.
So, and also in the config.properties, if any properties, if you want to add, you can add them also.
Okay.
Okay. So let's understand first to home page. What are the elements you want? And you need to extend this to WebDriver utils us, because I'm going to use WebDriver all the WebDriver WebDriver utils related method in these classes. So we have a constructor, you have to use that constructor. So because this WebDriver utils is having a constructor that you are calling here. Now, so that's how you are calling here. Then you have to declare a logger. If you want to log messages, you just declare a logger. We added a logger dependency in the pom.xml. From there, you can just add private static logger log equal to log manager dot get logger. So you can add the class name, this class name, so that class related loggers, you will get it. So you have to import this Apache org.apache log 4j. So that's the one logger we are adding. And I just declared WebDriver. So that this page related WebDriver, I'm declaring global variable. So that whenever I require, I can use that. Okay. Then, so you need to understand mainly what are the pages we need. Okay. So what are the elements are there in the open cart or open cart application? You just open cart application. This is the one. Just open, not this one. This one. This is ours. So just yeah, home page. You go to home page. Just decide which elements you want to identify in this page. It's all your decision. What elements you are doing action, that elements. First one will verify this logo. Okay. So that logo you have to identify. So take help from I already given the some plugins, right? You can use that plugins. Yes. Any one plugin you can use, or you can so use a relative XPath, or it's up to you. So I'm not denying, so I'm taking selector sub, this is good. I'll take you can copy from here also, selectors. So our Chrome is giving automatically some XPaths, right? Those also you can use. So this is the one option you have. So just copy paste. How to identify them? Just you have to write @ any element. If you want to identify, this is the one @ find by the locator name and the locator value. Then below you have to write private web element name. So what is the element name? That is open cart logo, right? Yes. Open cart logo. So import this and web element import. Same way, design other elements also. So many elements you are identifying, just identify them. Next, I will identify. So this my account menu. You can identify all this, okay? So, but I'm a high level of giving this my account menu. We need to identify because I want to navigate to these pages. That is the reason I want to identify this. So my account menu. Just spy on the my account menu. So this is the my account menu. Till here is enough, and you can just copy XPath, and you can check here. The XPath is perfect. It's identifying. Okay, just take this, and you can write the XPath. So if you want CSS, you can write CSS. That is also fine. This is how you will identify each element, which element you want in the page. That's it. So this is the my account menu. So this one. Now identify this also. This also. So these are the straightforward links. CA tag. So link text you can use, right? Yes. For links. For links you can use a link text. Link text and give the link name. So you just write register link. So R small to variable names you have to follow. And then what is the next element? Login link, right?
Yes, register and link.
Link text. So you can use a login link also. Let me use link text only. As of now, these are the main elements I'm identifying. So later, if you want to keep on adding, this is the procedure how to add.
Okay. Font by
Okay. Yeah. So once you identify the element, so what you need to do here is you have to perform the action on these elements. On these elements. You have to perform the action on these elements. Okay. So now what action you want to do? You need to just verify, right? Whether this is present or not.
Yes.
So you just need to check whether that logo is present or not. Right?
Yes.
Just check that. How can you check an element is present or not? So you write a method public Boolean method is open card logo exist or present, whatever it is, okay? Exist or present or available, any terminology you can use. So you can write a loggers also, log.info, so that log messages you can take it up. So what log messages you want to write? So there are different loggers. So did I mention that loggers? We have a different loggers like log.info, log.debug, log.fatal, log. But we will use log.info. Only this is for our messages to show in the logger file. So that after running, it will generate, right? That logger file.
This is the same logger that we use in test-ng. Test-ng is, I think.
Yeah, that is a different, that is, yeah, it's the same. Purpose is same, both here, that one and this. But many people in the projects, they will use this loggers only.
Yeah, reporter.log. We use reporter.
They won't use a test-ng, because if you use a test-ng logger, that will go only for test-ng reports. But we are customizing now. We are not going to use a test-ng. It will generate a test-ng reports also. But we will use our customized report.
Okay.
Not the test-ng report.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can use a test-ng if you want, but if you are using test-ng reports, that's fine. So here, say checking open cart logo is present or not. Okay, now let's move on to how can we check that. So we have a method is displayed method in the web derivatives, right? Is displayed method is there.
Yes.
That method you have to pass the web element. The web element is this one. So it just give you whether it is present in the page or not. Okay, return type. Return. That's it. So the first C element, I'm doing that with some action on that element. So the method I'm generating. So the click action you need to do. So write the click action method, public void click my account menu or open my account menu. So it's up to you what method you need to write, right?
Yes.
Or
No,
I'll just say
yes.
open my account menu. Okay, because I'm opening, just clicking and opening, but the action you're doing is click action. The action you're doing, click action. Log.info. Click on my account menu to open it. Now just write a click method. So this is also available in the WebDrive Details class.
Yes.
So you just click my account menu.
Okay,
So
we
that's
are
it.
passing as an argument to the click method, right?
Right. So this already exists in the there, and I'm just calling. Instead of writing a driver.find, we won't get. See, you don't need a driver.find. In my theory part, I covered that. So if you are using page factory, this is a page factory concept. Page factory concept, this one. So you will get automatically directly element. Element means driver.find element, you don't need to write. Automatically it is giving element. That element dot click, or you can write element dot click also, that works. Or already this method is there in the WebDrive Details. Just for click method, you just need to pass the element. I'm passing the element.
Yes.
Next. So next, go to registration page. So how we can go clicking on this, right? You'll go to registration page, other page. So that is the one you need to do click action. So do the click action again, or write the method. So the method you need to write. So even for login also, I'll write one. So this one is go to register page. Okay. So let's change the method. Go to registration page or register page. Click on register link. Register link under my account. So you need to pass register link. Just element you pass it here. That's it, sir. Okay. That's how you will write all click login link under my account mail. But directly you cannot click, right? Register. So you have to call this method. Why this is throwing error? Okay, one more is there. That's fine. Okay. So you need to call this method first, right? To click on register. So your non-static method, another non-static method, you can call directly. This is the Java concepts.
Yes.
And this one is go to login page. Go to login page. So this is also similar. First, you have to open my account menu. Independent, every method is independent. I'm not denying one after the other. So I'll open my account, then I'll click on login link. If you want to go to registration page, first I'll open menu, then I'll click on register. So it should be independent. You should not only my account. Maybe you can call this before calling this method, but I don't want. Okay, so I'm just directly putting one time method created. That method you can call anywhere, n number of times, the same method. Okay, that's it, sir. First.
When we first time we did this, we waited for visibility of the menus like login, and we don't we don't wait.
That already these methods are having.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We define it there, right?
Yeah. So that's why you don't need to write again here.
Okay.
That's all. You will redefine the existing methods. So you will put in this click method inside.
Can you quickly show this click method? if you don't mind, in WebDrivers utils.
So this one, you can see
Yes.
this
Okay.
flash element, this one. So this all, every time you don't need to write that this many lines of code, right?
Okay.
It will save time. You're just simply calling click method.
Just
Okay.
make it easy with everything.
Yeah, that's what. So everything utility means it makes our job easy. Again, you should not write a multiple lines of code. As many lines of code you have to reduce.
It is nice and clean, like.
Yeah, that's what the framework will be like that only. You go any company, it will be like that.
So test NG, like most users, they require hybrid framework, design a framework, right? In real world.
Test cases, test case design purpose. Not only so test NG, you can use even Cucumber also.
Yeah.
You can use for the rest assured also. It's all depends on how you will use in your testing. So test engine can be used anywhere because it can be used to design different kind of test cases, basically. At the rate test annotation wherever you need, or different annotations wherever you need. You have a suite level, test level, class level, method level. You want to do some operations, and you can use this test engine. And data driven, you can do very easily with the test engine. You can store the data in the data provider, or you can read from Excel sheets. That can be done.
Yeah, we specifically import a dependency which was called POI for that purpose, right? Reading the Excel files or writing the Excel files, right?
Right. That's a home page is done, sir. So next, you need to move other page. Maybe still you can identify all these elements also. Okay, these elements are this page elements, everything. So right, you can. It's up to you. So you want to do this also verification, you just do that. Okay, this test cases based on your test cases, what you want to test in these pages. Next, let's move on to the simple ones we'll do. Okay, not very complicated. So registration is a bit complicated. Let's finish quickly. Login page. Okay.
How to handle this carousel, Ramesh? This carousel. How to
Carousel.
handle?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So this one you need to, so the images, which images you are seeing, you can just, we have a method in the carousel in the WebDriver utils.
Yeah, that's why you mentioned last week. I asked. That's what I asked.
Carousel. One method, a list is there in the last somewhere. List of elements. So the name I removed, I think, carousel. So select an option. Drop down value, select optional list without select class. Yeah, this is the UL. This one, this is like this only. You'll fetch all of them. Okay, this is the approach you will use. This is the list of things will be there, right? You'll click next. Right. I have written somewhere here. Actions classes. Select menu. This is the menu handling. One method we have written. Yeah. Can you see here?
Yes. Yes. Carousel.
Like that. So this method will help you. So you even click next button. But you have to change this next button. What is that? You are going to give that element. Okay. That's this curve also you can handle. There are all ready-made methods are there. You have to use. Okay. Next, develop login page, or even forget password page also fine. So, right. Forget password page also where you will get a login page only. So let's develop that. Login page is fine. First, develop the login page, then you will understand the forget password. So this also similar. So how you design, same way, extend this structure is coming. One or two elements you can take. We'll change the object identifications to quickly finish that.
Well, just save time.
Yeah. So this one you change it. Okay. And so here one thing you have to add here WebDriver. So page factory class, page factory class dot init elements method. So init elements method, what it does, it will initialize all these objects, driver and this page. So this page elements only you, and this driver also, if you want, you can just assign. So automatically will get from this super class the driver, whatever you're doing initialization, but still you want this page driver. So you can write this dot driver equal to driver. So you can define like this also, so that even you can avoid any null pointer exceptions for this driver. Okay. So these are the two lines of code, also common thing on every page. Okay, that's the initialization. Now, so what are the elements in this login page? Go there, see that. So we have this section you have to identify, this section, and you need to perform the login. You need to click on this forget password. You have to click on this. You have to identify this breadcrumb. These are the elements, right? This text you need to identify, this text you need to identify, this text you need to identify, this one. All these elements you have to identify, right? So let's go and identify one by one element. First, this element. See this new customer just having simple. Maybe you can take a select the sub help also. So there is a text also there. You can use this. Okay, new customer text. So XPath I can use. Okay, so write new customer header. New customer header. So next. So this element. So you can write this also. Register account result. This is the, so this is a kind of register account, another sub header, that one. We can take that also. Register account subheader. Okay, so next, if you want this much big, you can shortcut all these things. You don't need to give big names if you don't want. Next, continue button. Use the continue button you can use. So XPath. Continue button. Register, you can say new customer register button. You can give a different name, right? So, but here it's a quite, so I'll just write new customer continue button. Simple names like that. Next, I want few more elements. Just take them here. And what are the next? This section is done. Now this section, come to this section. So first returning customer. So returning customer. 1, 3 after this one. Returning customer. Yes, returning customer. Header. Okay, that is the one. Next, what is that? You can identify these elements. If you want expert, you can take. I'll take a CSS. Okay. Okay, he's not giving, but fine. I'll use a name or ID. We have ID, right? Let's use ID. Let's use ID. Okay, so we'll use all the locators. We can recap the locators one more time. Email edit box. That's email edit box, right? Email edit box. Or you can put email address edit box. Exact name you can email address edit box. Next, name locator I'll use for this password edit box. Password edit box. Name locator. Next. So what are the elements left now? We have this element and this element. Login button, forget password. So forget password, you can identify with the log link text, right? This is the link.
Yes.
So you can just put 2 more elements we need. I'll just take 3 more elements we need. So I'm just taking them back. So forget password, link. Partial link text I will use, okay? We didn't use partial link text, I use partial link text. Okay, so what elements here left? We can write login button. See, you can write easily. Type is there, value is there. Using this or the class also you can use. I'll use a class and I'll write the CSS. Okay. CSS you can take here. You can see it will give automatically. Yeah, it's a bigger, but fine. So it's okay. You can use that if you want. Login button, right? CSS. Login button. If you don't want that much big, it's up to you what you want to use. You can write your own XPath and CSS selector. There is no issue in that. Then I want to breadcrumb, this breadcrumb. So let's identify this breadcrumb. So let me take the XPath. Okay. So what XPath they have given? I don't want this. I'll write my own XPath, okay, from here. So you can see UL. I'll remove all these things. I'll write my own XPath. So we have this breadcrumb. Class is there.
Breadcrumb.
We'll take a class.
Next.
@class equal to the class value. Then li3 of a, right?
Yes.
So this exactly recognizing that. Login breadcrumb, you give a name. Again, withdraw. It's over. So this page is also done. Now you need to do action. All right. Elements identification is one part. Doing action is another part. You have to develop the methods. And also one more, you can click on this home icon also, this home icon. Identify that home icon also. Another element. Home icon. Why it is showing? Yeah. Why it is still identifying that one? Okay, here is one. You can see class FA, this CSS selector also you can write. Okay, or XPath you want, you can take the XPath also. So any XPath they are given, let's see. If not, you can write. So they didn't give. So you write the XPath, right? You write the XPath, UL class, LI, or you can write a, so contains a class you can write. So I can just simply write // I'll use a different XPath concepts. So contains of @class, comma single quote, and you can just give this. Sorry, here only we need to keep it. These are all our formulas. I'm just using our formulas, what we practiced.
Yes.
And I'll write one more @find by. Every element you will identify like this in the page factory concept. So just give the element name, private sub element. So login home icon. Okay, so that's our names. You can give that. And first, let's do this action on this one only. Okay, so I'm going to click on this. It will take you to the home page. So that's what the behavior of that. So write the definition of that method: public void click login home icon. So you can write the log.info message. You can put click on home icon, click on breadcrumb home icon. So click method and this element. Okay, done. So next, what actions we want to do? So we need to you need to get this login page URL. So this one, this URL in the entire URL, if you want to get, I'm going to store this instead of everything. I'm going to store this partial URL in my constants. Already in the constants class, we already stored that. You can see here, login page fraction URL will be there. Login page fraction URL and also title also we have given. But this is our expected value. Okay. This is our expected value and login page fraction URL. This one. Just now I have shown you there. This one. Okay. With that, I'll get the complete URL. We have a method. So there is a wait for URL contains method in the in our WebDrive readings that you can use. You can get the address bar URL, current page address bar URL. So let's get that public. So this is going to return a string type data. So address bar URL means generally we can use get current URL, right? So that inside this method, that method already used. So get login page URL. So generally you can use a driver dot get current URL. But here, so already that method is wrapped up and defined in the WebDrive routines, and that method you are calling. So return, so wait for URL contains. You'll get automatically that. So wait for URL contains. You can give URL fraction value. So where that fraction value is there, constants dot login space fraction URL. That's it. So I am calling everything abstracted here. Okay, so that's the another method. So what this method will do, if you want to define, you can define the definition also. Fetching like this, we can define so that people can understand. Fetching login page address bar URL. So you can, this is the definition of the method you can give on the top of the method. So you can define for every method like this. I'm just showing for one, you can now follow the best practices, these best practices.
Yes, sure, sure.
And next, what is the next action you can do? The page title also you can get, right? You can get the page title also if you want. Otherwise, we can directly get in the test cases, not a problem. And you have to identify this, all these elements are present or not. All these elements, right? These elements, this header, this header, this header, these headers are present or not, you have to identify. So we already written here one method, you remember? So is exist. This method I can use. I'll just copy paste. So for the time saving purpose, multiple methods we need to develop such kind of methods. So 3 headers we need to verify, right? First one is new customer header is present or not. I need to check. That's it. Okay. New customer header is present or not. We are checking. Next, what is the second element? Each element I am writing, understand here, each element, what you want to do, I'm just doing action that is this text is present or not. So is register text is present or not. Okay, so next, what is the element you want to verify? Returning customer, right? This one. This on this buttons, you will do click action only. Okay. So you will do click action. Okay. This is the one. Now, after that, so these are the C. You need to click on this. It will navigate to say register page. This is the functionality. Okay. So that you have to write. So you can say navigate to register page or click on continue button. It's up to you what you want to write. It's all know how you will take it up. So what type of name you have to give. You write. I'll write click on new customer button. Okay. So we have already click method. Just take this. So one more forget password also will write it. Click on new customer continue button. Sorry. Let me take where is this new customer button? Done. Then here I'll say forget password, okay? Or go to forget password page. How can you go to that? By clicking on that link, right?
Yes.
Click on forget password page link. Okay, so next, what are the elements we left? Breadcrumb home icon is done. Forget password is done. And login. So we need to do a login, right? Login. So these actions on these three elements like action. So do login. Okay, perform the login action now. Public. So void do login. So for this we have to give string username string password. So that's two parameters we need, right? To navigate to that. So we write log.info. To perform the login action. Perform the login action. Perform the login action. That's enough. Then just send data. What you will do on the edit box, you will type, right? You will type email edit box, email address edit box, what value you want to give username there. Same you do, send data and the password also. So write password edit box and what you want to type password. So next after typing, so both username password, what you will do? Then you will do click on, right? You will click on login button. So you write a click action. Login button. That's it. So these are all the methods. Anything pending here? No, right? Everything is covered.
Yes, set data method.
All the elements we covered. Yeah. So that's all how you will write the pages. Next, move on to the forget password page. Same, just copy paste. Quickly we'll finish the at least some of the elements you take so that we can save the time. So just change the proper page name. That's it. So then which elements you want? Let's go to forget password page. See that forget password, what you want? This header you need, this listen text, this back button, this email address, this continue button. So these are the things you need, right? And again, this home icon or this breadcrumb forget password, you need that also. And I think one more thing we forget here in the login page. This login breadcrumb is present or not, we didn't check that. This also we need to write one more method. So same way like this, okay? Is displayed method is the right. That same, you can use that method. So that is important. Whether your breadcrumb is showing proper or not, you need to check login breadcrumb. If that is there, that means you are in the right page. That's it. So like this, you have to each element, you have to do action. So either it is a verification, these are the verification methods. You're just checking whether this is present or not. This is just a so UI test cases. These are all. The action methods is the validation test cases. You are validating. So whether that is working or not. Now let's go here and what elements we need. So in the login page, home icon is there, right?
By the way, in most cases, just one verification enough, right? Instead of like writing, do we need to?
No, some companies, they want to do all the elements. Such cases, it's your responsibility to take all the elements. So we can change here the locator. See this element, forget password also, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. So I'll just change forget password breadcrumb. Forget password breadcrumb. Instead of that, I'm just changing forget password. Let's shortcut that. Forget password breadcrumb, the method. And then, so you can do heading, right? This heading. First, this heading. So you can just take this one, simple. So you can write hash content greater than h1. Where it is? Oh, it went there. I'll close this selector cells. So now it is identifying exactly, right? That is CSS you can use. So I can write CSS. This one. Forget password. Header. Password. Header. Done. Next one is this is another reason. But if you want this text also, you want to verify, it's all you take a decision that. You want CSS selector. Just check that what CSS selector they have. Yeah, this one you can use. CSS selector. That is a legend. Okay. So what is that legend? Your email address legend. Basically, it's a subheader. Okay. Your email address. Okay, so that is done. Email address edit box, right? Next, you have a name ID. You can take name and ID. ID. You can just use that ID. email address, edit box. Next, back button. So we can write back button. You can write, you can take from here our relative XPath. Take this. And you can copy this entire thing. This is the true path. True path. Okay, it will give you true path. Complete find by also. It's easy for you to quickly write that element. Back button. Back button. Okay. And next, continue button. I'll take help from the continue button. You can do this also. Whichever you want, it's all up to you. You can just take continue button. This one, I can replace this one. Continue button. Okay, continue button. This is a forget password breadcrumb. Now this is a forget password. It's a name how you for your identification. Okay, the each element proper name we are going to give it. That's all. Yeah. So that's all the elements in this. See, every element you want, we are identifying here, right? That's any page. This is the structure. There is no change. And then you will develop the methods on these things. Okay, you will do click actions. I'll do quickly some click actions. What is the click actions you can do? So one is back button, right? Yes. Click on back button. Click on forget password, back button. So forget password, back button. Next to this one, click on continue button. So what is this continue button? Where it is? This one. Next, I need to check this exists or not, right? So just write public Boolean. This is going to return Boolean value is forget password breadcrumb exists or not. Is displayed. That's it. So, okay, return type method, right? The return type method. Next, what left? Finally, okay, these two also exist or not, you have to check this header and this header. So let's finish other two methods. So are you clear, sir, now what you want to do on the pages? How
Yes.
to design your web pages and respect to methods?
Yes.
So then we can, so quickly, that's all the framework how you will design. So other than that, nothing. Okay, so forget your password for F capital here. Next, what is the next element? Your email address or subheader. Yeah. Okay, last one is pending, right? So mainly email address you need to type and continue, click on continue, right? Fill email address, right? You can write some method. What is that method you can develop? It's all, you take a decision. Forget password, what action you want to do. So you can take a decision on that. So what action you want to do? You can set the email address, right?
Yes.
And also we have any
Email address and then click continue.
yeah, you can click on this back button, it will navigate to login page. And so set email address one public void set email address. So you need to give what email you want to, the parameter is mandatory. So log.info. You have to use. So that's log.info is
Type email.
enter the email address. Send data. You have to give this forget password edit box, email edit box. Comma emails. That's it. So this page is also done. So you continuously we completed forget password, home page, login page, logout. So logout page also we have to finish that. So logout page only after login only you can do that. Logout. So that's simple. That one also. Let's go finish this also. Okay. It's a similar. Okay. Simple. But so you register one, sir. First you have to register. Okay. One account with our website with your email. You can register. So that's not a big deal. That registered username you can use for your testing purpose. Okay.
Oh, I can register, right?
Yeah, you can register. You can go to the registration page.
Okay.
And you can register with, and that you can use your, it is asking set password, right? And you will give you email address also here. That one you can use for your login purpose. Okay. This page also we are going to do. So this is all the bigger elements. I'll just copy from previous. Okay. So again, the same procedure. Okay. Same procedure. So there is no so new rule. So I'll just copy from previous pages. That's, are you clear now? If you are clear, I'll just copy paste and we'll go for test cases. Main test cases is important.
Okay.
Any pages you are interacting, procedure is this one only. So this one. We developed now 3 pages, right? The same procedure you will follow. Identify the elements, write the respective methods on that elements. Okay, so I'll just log in with my account. Okay, I'll go to login page. Just remember the sequential steps, okay? How you are navigating, the flow, functional flow, you need to understand. That's a very important here. If you want to do automation, the functional flow you should understand very clearly. See, I logged in. So this is another page. We'll develop this page also. Here I'll some tricky things are there. I'll show you. Okay, this page. You need to click on this. You have logout here. Just do the logout now, and we'll see this. When I come to this my account page, then I'll explain you all these sections. Okay, how to get these values, and click on this logout also. After login only, you can do this one. This is the logout page. This is the logout page. I'm storing again this address bar URL, this page title in the constants for my verification purpose. Okay, you need to verify the same title is there or not, right, at runtime. That's why I'm going to store this also in the constants. Let me show you. Logout, see, logout page title that I stored here, so that it's easy for me to do that. And next one, yeah, in this page, what are the elements you have? One header. If you want this message, you can take, otherwise this continue button, and this breadcrumb also. So breadcrumb also you have to take, right? So that we have already taken previous pages, same way. There is no change in that also. So account logout header. So first do this. Relative XPath you can use. I am using that XPath. Didn't copy. Okay, from here you need to get it, right? Copy from here. Close this so that next time it will open. Otherwise, you will confuse where that is. Getting complete. This one. Account logout header. Account logout header. And then what is the next element? So this see your message, account logged off message. This also, if you want, you can take it up. It's very big. I don't want that. I'll write my own. You can write from here, div content P. That's simple, right?
Yes.
Div content P, you can write CSS, I'll write, okay? Let me show you how to write this CSS. Control F. So div, this is the div, right? ID. So ID means you can put a hash. Right? Otherwise, a tag name, hash, tag name, hash, ID value greater than P. See? Now you got this one. So this is going to identify. So that you can take it up. Next one is CSS, right? CSS. Account logged off message, right? Account logged off message. Message. Next, we want a continue button. Next, right? This one continue button. Continue button, you can take a class. Otherwise, I'll just take XPath also. So I'll take this XPath. You can say continue button. So you want breadcrumb, all these things, you can just take it, sir. So previously we have taken logout. Let's take a logout breadcrumb also. So I want to take from this, I'll write my own next path. So I don't want to take them. I'll write my own next path. So UL square bracket at the rate as equal to breadcrumb. Then li1, li2, li3. So li3 of A, right? Slash li of 3 of A square bracket text function equal to logout. So that perfectly exactly what element I want, I am getting. That's what I need to check. Okay. So it is this. This is something or extra. So okay. Any other elements we need? Home icon, right? We want home icon also. You already have home icon, so you can just take them, right? Take this method also directly. But if you're going, you can use, otherwise no need, okay? If you're not using, no need. This is logout breadcrumb. Just say logout breadcrumb. Logout home icon. So click logout home icon. That's it. You can do a click action one more on the continue button. Just do that. Click on continue button. Click on continue button in logout page. You can just write the verifications, right? You can, if you want, you can get the page title also. That is all, it's up to you. I want to verify these two elements, whether that is present or not. Let me take one is exist method. Because I want to verify this element and this element. So this is a verification, right? That is just a verification. So verification means which element is the first one? Account logout header. Account logout header exists. So that's it. And what is the second one? Account logged off message. Of message exist. Very good. So then logout is done, sir. So any next page is account, my account page. So this is the one. You want to take a break and come back? How it is after 10 minutes?
Yeah, sure, sir. That would be great. Thank you.
So let's take a break and come back in 7:35. 15 minutes. We'll take a break and come back. Okay.
Okay, 15 minutes. Okay.
I'll just stop this till this point. Okay. So that video is going to be